If you had any doubts in your mind that this is the greatest sport in history, those doubts should be exalted. I cannot believe what I just witnessed. Because you see, before we even get to, because I told you, I said all week, I read the devil studio, YSK Jackson, Yasir Said, Splashnet, Mo Wada, you better, because I see you abusing me on this live chat. Guys, live chat, where is Mo Wada right now? Mo Wada, show your face right now. Show it, because you've been very arrogant to me and you've abused me and insulted me more. Where the heck are you? Show yourself. Mo Wada, wait, where is he? Guys, where is he? Mo Wada, where you are? Where is Mo Wada? Guys, live chat, where is Mo Wada? I want to know where the heck that guy is. Show it, because show your face. You best show your face. See, there's so many narratives because I've not even gotten into 7. Because I've not even gotten into 7. 7. I've not even gotten into the arrogance of United fans. I've not even gotten into, I had 3-1. I had 4-1. I had 5-0. I said this would be a total destruction. I thought they said they were going to get fallopian tubed. That's what I had. This is bad. This is bad. This is, correct me if I'm wrong. I may be wrong. Look, man, all I do is Wikipedia. Wikipedia helps me pass my university stuff and so on. So maybe Wikipedia is wrong. But from what I know, from the little any bit that I know, this is Villareal's first ever European final. Ever. United, who've won a treble, they've won the CL twice, they've won the Europa League before and so forth. This is Villareal's first ever. I think we should rename it the Emery Trophy. It's too much. No, I want to put out that tweet. Easy, guys. Just relax, chill. I think it is only fair that it goes from the UEFA Cup to the Europa League and now the Emery Trophy. That is the only thing that makes sense. You see, there is so much to discuss. There is so much to discuss here. Because we have to, I want to start, because I'm going to deal with, I'm really going to deal with Man United. Because like, as I said again, there can be no excuses here. This is embarrassing. How United botched this up is embarrassing. This is embarrassing on so many levels. And I actually feel bad for what they're going to Solskjaer. I'm going to insult, I'm going to be Solskjaer. Like, I'm really going to rip, because you see, I can't go back on it because I'll be fake. Because I was so convinced United would win. I said, okay, look, cool. But I just said, on the very off chance United don't win, I'm going to be brutal. But I want to first talk about Villareal. What an amazing effort. People will say, oh, they were not very good. They defend the men behind the ball. It's about winning. It's about doing what you can by winning. You have to keep in mind, they are 7th. They're going up against a team that has Cavani, that has Pogba, that has Bruno Fernandes, and all these players. They're going up against the that easily dwarfs them based on how much money can be spent. So you can only play within your capabilities that you have. They took the lead, kept it in this, and it was even a lucky bounce that even allowed United to come back in the game. United put them under crazy pressure. But guys, all that matters is the dub. That's penalty shootout. You see, I think the only crazy one that I've seen, I don't think I missed it, but the only crazy one by that was in the Nations Cup. I think it was Cameroon against Ivory Coast, where you saw like Edzo and Drogba both laugh. Because I think the Ivory Coast, Cameroon, AFCON penalty shooters, I think they went again. So I think that finished like 15 something. But my thing about it was like, Because I said, look, someone's going to miss. Because I thought it would be like 5 or something. The fact that they just kept on going again and again and again, and the penalties were good. Either the penalties were quality or they made the keeper go the wrong way. A few ones were a bit lucky, but a lot of those penalties were good. Coquelin, he shot it because I thought Coquelin was going to miss. His was amazing. So as it was going towards, and I said, okay, wait a minute, 9, 10, 11 is going to come to the keepers. So once it came to the keepers, I was like, okay, these are guys who don't take penalties. Because keep in mind, when you're doing penalty trainings, keepers, why are you going to train? Unless you're that, unless you're the Portuguese keeper. I forgot what his name is. The Portuguese keeper who was one of the 5. But as you saw that neither Emery or Oli even had their keepers in the mind because they thought, oh, this is going to be over in 5 or more 7 or 8. But by the time they actually got to it, I was like, bro. So when the Villareal keeper scored his own, I was like, because you know, I was thinking that, can De Gea take a penalty? And I was like, when last did De Gea take a penalty? Even in training, has De Gea even taken a penalty in training? So because I didn't know how good the Villareal guy was, so I was like, okay, how good is he? Before I could think about how good he was, he had already scored. Then it then came to De Gea. I was like, does De Gea know? And I'll keep it real. It wasn't a bad penalty. It just like it wasn't great, but you can't hit on De Gea. It's like I'm a keeper. I shouldn't even be in this position. It's just a crazy thing that he was unfortunately in this position. No, look, I'm just looking at the United guys. Like, you know what's so funny? Like whenever they give like the silver medal to guys, man, guys just quickly remove it because they hate it. You look at that, Pogba, he's removed it. It's because yeah, literally as soon as they put it down, they remove it. But look, Tears kept his. I just find it funny how quickly they give them the medal and everything, man. But it's painful, man. It's painful. It's painful. No, but look, you see, I've got to rip into Man United and Solskjaer because, hey, I'm even looking at Solskjaer now, man. Because I said again that there's no excuse, man. No, they're raising no April now. They're raising no April. Because I was like, you can have no excuses to lose. Because see, this is bad. This is really like YSK Jackson. I'm going to rip you up. Red Devil Studio was confident. He was saying like, oh, this is 203. And that is what makes this so funny. What makes it so funny is the arrogance and the confidence that United fans had. Like, basically, a United fan on my Twitch said that he was in tears. It's the confidence they had. And when you look at it, they were the better team. They were the better team. Like, these guys were the better team. Look, guys, I told you, man, there's nothing like winning a trophy, man. There's nothing like winning a trophy. Yeah, man. Look, there's nothing like, as I'm just looking at the Villareal guys basically walking up and kissing the trophy. It's like, you see, my thing is, you have to, if you're Man United, you will say to yourself that how did we not win this in 90 minutes? So for United, you only have yourselves to blame. You were the better team. You had the better players. You only have yourselves to blame. And Solskjaer didn't see. Solskjaer did nothing wrong, but I'm still gonna hate on you because I have to abuse you because you lost to Villareal. You didn't do anything wrong, but you're second. You are the team that dropped down from the Champions League, and somehow you lost to these dudes. Hey, but at least my dude Chokeze gets one. Look, hey, look, my Nigeria Chokeze gets one. But it's like, this is where it comes back to that old adage where you have to take your chances. You have to take your chances. You simply have to take your chances because, and this is what always happens. you never want to be in a situation where you're going into penalties, because penalties has nothing to do with quality. It has nothing to do with quality. So I said for United, you have to beat these guys. Either in 90 or you're going to beat these guys in extra time. You're going to beat these guys in extra time. You know, it's like I have some notes here and so forth. Because if we're breaking the game down, man, Rashford, Bruno, Rashford and Bruno. You see, Pogba at least tried to do some stuff. But most of United's key men, they didn't. Which United player had an amazing game? Foyth, if you look in Foyth's house, inside his cellar, Rashford is kept up. He's locked inside Foyth's cellar right now. Foyth, literally, almost every 1v1, Foyth said what's up. He said what's up in almost every single 1v1. So my thing is this: oh wow, man, listen, some Spanish chicas are they had. I think I need to go to Villareal. But look, man, it's because you have to look at the diagnosis and say, where did this go wrong and so forth. And sorry, backtrack. So I was told that Bruno was the key guy. That's what everyone said. When I did my preview with Red Devil Studio, he had Bruno as his background. When we did the preview, I think it was Anke said, "Oh no, if Bruno is the key, if they mark Bruno, they're out." And this is what I keep saying about Bruno. He's effective. He fails the eye test. So you can say what's up against Norwich, Winnesh, and Queen Elizabeth FC. Villareal in a Europa League final. This ain't Queen Elizabeth or Prince Charles United. This is Villareal. This is a football club. This is a national football club. And I'm sorry, if you're a United fan, you have to be bitterly disappointed with Bruno, Rashford, and even Pogba seriously not having, because I can't think of a United player that's really shone. Cavani did his thing. He came in there, reacted, got that goal. But no United player really say, oh no, this guy really shone. Bruno, like, his crossing was awful. His passing was wayward. He didn't really do anything that really, so it was not good. So you've got to just say that it's a flop job, man. And it goes back to what I said in my preview. A final is a final. You see, for me, that's what I say. I'm not worried about final because, bro, I told you, I don't know any of these teams. I was nervous. Come extra time and so forth, I was nervous. I was actually nervous in this game in extra time and penalties. So Lord only knows. Please, Chelsea, please, anything 90, because my heart can't take a penalty shot. I beg you. But the thing here is that this is so bad for Solskjaer and United. Like, I can only think of what Twitter right now must be hot. Twitter must be hot right now, and I'm not done. But when I was saying in my previews and so forth was that Solskjaer, you need a trophy because a trophy helps to solidify progress. So as much as you want to insult Mourinho, because I know a lot of you guys want to insult Mourinho, as much as you want to insult Mourinho, he won a trophy. He won trophies. He won silverware. He still won it. Because the narrative is Mourinho is a loser and Solskjaer is the savior. Cool. I get it. You hate Mourinho. You know, he's the Antichrist. I know, I get it. He's the Antichrist. See, he won the Europa League. He won the fucking trophy. And let's keep it real. These are the words from the United fan Red Devil Studio. That United team that beat Ajax that Mourinho had was inferior to this team. Put it this way. United were bigger favorites in this Villareal game than they were in that Ajax. Because remember, that Ajax side with Ten Hag. No, sorry, with the Leverkusen dude, the other dude. They were good. Let's keep it real. There's a Villareal side. They ain't great. See, you just want me to make it so bad. It makes it so bad. It's you were the Champions League team. Therefore, you're playing a team who finished 7th in La Liga. Also, Antonio Badani, if you're in here, Antonio Badani, if you're in here, I owe you an apology. Antonio Badani, I'm sorry. Antonio Badani, I humbly apologize because everybody said United would win. Antonio Badani said, no, the EPL is trash. The EPL is garbage. Spain say what's up. Villareal will win. I just didn't. Oh man, United fans, stay off Twitter, please. United fans, I am begging you, please stay off 48 hours. 48. Because see, give it 48 because by that time, maybe Chelsea United will come to but if you're a United fan, don't sniff social media for 48 hours. Please. Don't sniff it for 48 hours. Because I told you, this is just the beginning, but I'm going to go in. Because this is boy just divided. This is embarrassing. And this goes to show what I said initially. United fans want Disney Plus. But I am providing HBO. So even for HBO will give you, what's it called? Game of Thrones, Sopranos, The Wire, reality. Disney Plus is Tinkerbell, Peter Pan, and so forth. So it's fantasy. United fans, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he knows the club. He's a legend. Fergie vouched for him. Mourinho is a loser, blah, blah. So this would have been a perfect footballer. Yes, Solskjaer, the player who we love, scored one of United's most famous goals. He's leading us in the right direction, and he wins the trophy. But the reality is, and this is the painful thing, with him failing to win this right now. I mean, is he really the right man for United? He has steadied the ship, but is the right man for United? But I won't know. This is about Villareal. And guys, I'm a narrative merchant. My name is half of I'm a narrative merchant. We need to talk about the Emery narrative. We need to talk about the Emery narrative. There are two narratives I need to talk about: the Emery narrative and the La Liga narrative. Because remember, what the English media was pushing was English dominance in England. English dominance will dominate the world. England, British, God save the gracious Queen. That's what they were pushing. Because the assumption was, United will take care of those yellow submarine merchants. And obviously, either City or Chelsea would win. So therefore, yet again. But football has a way. Guys, remember, I will read your dubs. Send your dubs. I will read any of your dubs. I will read the dubs. Don't worry, I've got all the dubs lined up. Let me just get started. So send on any dubs. If you have any super things, I will read them. I'll get your dubs. But I get this out. Emery has won how many of these things right now? I think this is his 5th. I think this might be his 5th or his 6th. So this is a different level of white magic this guy has in this thing. What the heck? Because he won it with, I think he won it with Atletico something. Sevilla. So this is the 3rd different team he's won this thing with. It's crazy. So look, man, I think let's stick with Emery. He's not Ancelotti, he's not Pep, he's not Mourinho, he's not Klopp, so forth and everything. He's not that. And miracle at Camp Nou, he allowed Monaco to win over PSG, he botched up at Arsenal. Cool. But we have to give him some level of respect. A win is a win. It doesn't matter how you do it. A win is a win. And let's keep it real. For Emery, you have to devise a strategy of trying to stay in the game against a United side. You had no business holding United to 1-1 for 120 minutes. Based on your team, the players you have, and who you were facing, you have no business. So for Emery, you got to credit their defense. how they kept Pogba quiet, they kept Bruno quiet, they kept Rashford quiet. No United attacking player had any real difference in the game. Like, if someone said, who was man of the match? I'd probably say it was Foyth. I'd probably say it was Foyth until he got brought because Foyth, that guy ate Rashford. He ate him alive. But the shocking thing was, I cannot confidently say that, oh, this United player was man of the match. They weren't. So you've got to give credit for Emery keeping them quiet. This is why it's magic. Chefrin, Infantino, Gutierrez, the UN Secretary General, Kofi Annan, what up? Check this dude. Who runs the Nobel Peace Prize? It's white magic. Emery, I need that for Saturday, May 29th. Easy, relax, chill. Guys, United. So, because I was saying that it would be funny if they lose, but I didn't think they'd actually lose. See, that's why I didn't really think they'd lose. They actually lost. It was the trophy was right there. The trophy was right there. Oh my Lord. Okay, let's see what some of you guys said, man. Oh Lord in heaven, man. Boy Chester divided, man. Boy Chester divided. All right, but let's always say it, man. Oh Lord. Okay, from Brian Kyoto. Thank you for the dub. Good evening, LSK Laxin. HH lives. Ole Siberia. I can't induct Ole. I'm induct United's badge. United's badge is in Class C. Yes. I can't induct Ole because it wasn't Ole's fault. I'm putting the badge in Class C. And I'm putting Fernandez under review. Fernandez under review. Rashford under review. Rashford and Fernandez under review. The United badge is in Class C. I'm going to call Bricken in Class C. Footy Wizard. Emery has 4 Europas. The Europas Zidane. Wow. 4. So obviously 3 with Sevilla and obviously the one that he now has with Villareal. And Emery, in his first season with Villareal, or I think this is his first season or second season. Well, second season, he delivered these guys I told you, I'm a narrative merchant. Where does that put Emery? You gave a team their first ever major European trophy. That's huge. It's huge. Quarterly awesome. Thanks for the up. HH, please induct these bricks. Hashtag baby chest divided. Yes. After I'm done here, I will call off the Brick Academy, and by tonight, the Manchester United badge will be in Class C. They will be in Class C. And I don't think they've ever been inducted before. So yeah, their badge will be inducted into Class C. From YSK Jackson. I'm convinced I'm cursed by this brick LL. Hashtag LSK. LSK Laxon, wow. LSK Laxon, oh damn it. Oh God. Because we don't have a hangout on Saturday. We have a hangout on Sunday. So LSK Laxon, I'm a serious span Sunday. So LSK Laxon, because Sunday is our season review where we give awards for end of season. So LSK Laxon, I'm gonna need you come on Sunday, all right? I'm gonna need you come on Sunday because I need United fans just to explain. I need to explain what happened, bruv. From Casey, thank you for the dub, Casey. All this rubbish about La Liga, still the best league overall. A Spanish team has always won a European trophy for the past 13 years, except for 1 to 2 years. I'm a narrative merchant. Let's talk narratives. People wanting to get La Liga out the paint. They wanted to get La Liga out the paint. So even if a Premier League team is going to win the Champions League team, see, this is probably one of La Liga's biggest dubs, because this is the first time a La Liga team are overwhelming underdogs, and it's look so bad because this is 7th against 2nd. I repeat, this is 7th against 2nd. So if you're an EPL merchant, this is an L. It's an L. Because the 7th best team in La Liga beat the 2nd best team in United. It's bad. So for EPL merchants, it ain't good for you. If you're a La Liga dude, bro, you can say, hey, we're still here. And which is why I said again, if what judging what's the best league, forget about branding and everything, is how well have you done in European competitions? How well do you now do against teams from other leagues? And the proof is in the pudding. More times than not, a Spanish team either wins the Champions League or they win the Europa. So you had Villareal this year, and then you had Sevilla last year. I mean, come on, bro. The proof is in the pudding. From Dungo Kamal, thank you for the dub, Dungo Kamal. How can a village Dungo, easy. How can a village team beat Man United? Villarreal only has 50,000 people. Okay, look, now that's fun. That's hilarious. You see, for jokes, that's great. You lost to a village. Basically, you lost to maybe you lost to like a hut. That's what you lost to. It's bad because Villarreal, these guys are tiny. Like, look at their fans. Their fans haven't ate for 40 nights. Those fans are starving. Those fans don't eat 3 square meals a day. Those fans don't eat 3 square meals a day. From Martin Rosario, Lead Level and LSK need to come to the front of the congregation. Martin Rosario, I am going to be searching for Red Level Studio. Because, you see, the problem is we have the Champions League to deal with and so forth. I've got to film the preview tomorrow and everything. So, and Friday and Saturday, Martin Rosario, Friday we have a hangout. Lead Level and LSK, I want to see you guys on Friday because Friday is the Champions League preview. Screw that, because Friday is going to be like an all-nighter hangout. We're going to go all night. We're going to go all night. So Lead Level and LSK, I need to see you guys. I need to see you freaking guys on Friday. You will be there on Friday. I'm going to message you and expect to see you guys on Friday to explain us what the heck just happened based on how much you are freaking boasting about this whole thing. From Shane Schubert, man, thank you for the double, Shane Schubert. A certain Chief Oga goalkeeper scored a penalty in a CL final, not as a 10th or 11th taker, but the 3rd, after saving against Cristiano Ronaldo and Kaka in the semis. Your boy Shane is talking about the great Neuer, man. Look, that's another feather in Neuer's cap because now that's big. Because I think Neuer, in the final, I think he took. I said he took the 3rd, and that is huge. You having to now concentrate as being a keeper and having the concentration to take a penalty, which is freaking huge. Neuer is difference gravy. De Gea, man. I said, you see, you can't hate on him because you're not an outfield player. It's just unfortunate that you're like, oh snap, all 10 of my dudes scored, and I'm the guy that dropped the freaking ball, man. From Mohamed Noor, man. Thank you for the job, Mohamed Noor. Well, the so-called fruit sellers showed up. Hashtag LSK. Mohamed Noor. LSK called them fruit sellers. He called them trash. He was cracking jokes about papaya and what. The level of arrogance that LSK showed was shocking. And I was about to say, LSK, don't you know how this works? Haven't you watched me long enough? Don't you know how this works? Don't you know what hashtag seems minimum? Hello? But that's why this was karma. The level of arrogance that these guys showed, they deserve this. From a boy, Young One, thank you for the dub, Young One. I tried to give Rashford a chance. That guy has no footballing IQ. He just hits the ball and runs as fast as he can. Keep feeding the children, Rashid. Rashford is a great dude. He's a lovely dude, and I think what he's doing for the kids is a freaking amazing. He's a lovely, amazing dude. I took offense when they put him in the same stratosphere as Mbappe. I took offense that Mbappe is a World Cup winner, so relax. Rashford is skillful. Like, he did an amazing skill here, but the amount of times he got to dispossessed by Foyth, your inability to actually try to create something for Cavani or Fernandes, and the fact that you had so little effect in the game shows you that you are a talented player, but your talent is still very raw. And no amount of media, buzz, and so forth will make me see you as a super player. Hence, it's the same thing with the Mount. The English media think Mount and Rashford are these super world-class amazing talents. But I have two eyes. And my two eyes, Rashford, he eye. Mount, he eye. And I think that Mount is actually more. See, Mount is more effective than Rashford. I'll give him that. I think Rashford is more talented, but Mount is much more effective because Mount will do something positive in a game. Most of the times he will try and do something just to make something happen in the game. Rashford, bro, I mean, this was a disaster class. You could call this a disaster class by Rashford. So it's not that it's about footballing. I think it is footballing IQ because it's your decision making, knowing when to dribble, how to dribble, and just how to find spaces in a tight game. So, yeah, man. From Ivorian Childman says, Ole was just happy to be there. Ivorian Child, relax, chill. Let's not hate on Ole too much. This is bad. This is real bad. I feel sorry for Ole. Ivorian Child, I need to clown him more, and I will clown him more. Because as bad as I feel for Ole, you are a Norwegian PE teacher. You're a PE teacher. Lovely dude, great smile. He's great with the media. You're a PE teacher. Mourinho won this trophy and was still abused and insulted. Ole, you ain't Mourinho. See, many people want you to put you ahead of Mourinho because they painted Mourinho as a sort of villain and this freaking pariah. The fact that you couldn't win this game against a team who you should be wiping the floor with, oh my Lord. It ain't good. From the Milan Messenger, man, thank you for the dub. Milan Messenger, thank you for the dub. You better stop laughing at the Manchester players' remove. Is that what we're doing now? Is that what we're doing now? So Milan Messenger says, you better stop laughing at the Manchester players removing their silver medals. You know that is going to be you Saturday. Similar Messenger, that's a very evil thing to say. And I want you to take that back. That's not nice. That's not a very nice thing to say. You know where I am emotionally come Saturday. And I wasn't, wait a minute, no, I wasn't laughing at them. I was just saying that it's just amusing. I was not laughing at them. I was laughing with them. I was laughing at this situation. Similar Messenger, you don't need to go there. Why do you need to go there? Come on. You see, for me, that's just harsh. I don't understand why you now need to now. This is about Man United flopping against Villareal. It has nothing to do with May 29th. So let's put May 29th to one side, please. And let's just focus on these dudes. I just found it amusing how guys, because they're so angry that they came second, that how did they remove the silver medal? What does this have to do with Chelsea? How's nothing? Messenger, you be happy that your boys are back in the Champions League. You don't need to hate. The heck? My boy, man, but no, man. Thank you for the dub. I guess the Spanish team stats really is relevant. I'm not going to be fake. When people showed me the stats, I was like, that's cool, but this is different. Because in that stat, the Spanish team were either the favorites or it was at least a 50-50 game. This was a time where they were overwhelming underdogs. So the fact that they still managed to win shows you that don't tell me the EPL is a better league than La Liga. You can't tell me that. Because this is probably the biggest statement made by La Liga. The fact that a 7th place team be the second best team, this is the biggest statement that La Liga made. From Milinko Savage, man, thank you for the dub, Milinko Savage. Man United fans, come outside. We just want to talk. Milinko Savage, 48 hours. If you're a United fan, I don't want you to be on... No, I would advise that you don't come on social media for 48 hours. That's just my humble advice. Don't come onto social media for at least 48 hours because I'll be there. And I'm not finished. Like, I'm not done clowning Man United. I'm not done clowning these freaking dudes. Because for United fans, you deserve this abuse. You were so arrogant. You were so arrogant. And that's what makes this so beautiful. And that's what makes this is perfect karma. You were so sure you were going to win. I was sure you were going to win. Which is what makes this hilarious. You were so sure you were going to win. And to end up losing. From your boy Silver Spring, man. Thank you for the Silver Spring. So Silver Spring says, Amazing to think that the only thing that can prevent Unai Emery winning the Europa League. You guys are evil, man. You guys are evil. So Silver Spring says, amazing to think that the only thing that can prevent Unai Emery winning in Europa League finals is Arsenal. That's evil. That's evil. That's evil. From Amchi Critic, man. Thank you for the dub, Amchi Critic. PL fans pundits were arrogant, but feel for Cavani. I feel for Cavani. I mean, because if not for Cavani, United lose that game 1-0. Because nobody was willing to step up. And Cavani has stepped up crazy. 1000%. If Cavani wasn't playing or he was injured, if Cavani wasn't playing, United lose that game 1-0. Because I don't think anybody, because nobody stepped up. Nobody was willing just to step up to really say what's up. So, but for Premier League fans and pundits, man, the arrogance, bro. The arrogance, man. The arrogance. The arrogance. This is such a bad L. Because I don't want to hear anything about, oh, we were unlucky, oh, we were the better team, or I don't want to hear that crap. There is no level of excuse to explain this. I'm not listening to any freaking excuse. You are the Champions League team, second place. They are seventh. And they held it for 1-1 for 120 minutes. And they scored first. Not good. Not good. Zero excuses, bro. My boy Amarillo66, thank you for the meal. Thank you for that meal. Amarillo66 dropped a €10 meal. Thank you for that €10 meal, man. So my boy Amarillo66 says, De Gea needs to go. United needs a new keeper. I don't like that. I don't like that. You're saying that because he missed the penalty. Did he make a mistake in the game? That goal that Villareal scored was Lindelof's fault. It had nothing to do with De Gea. It was Lindelof's poor marking and Moreno's movements that he didn't see. He missed the penalty. He's a keeper. A goalkeeper keeps goals. A goalkeeper is not there to score goals. So it was just unfortunate that he was in a position where he had to score as a keeper. That is a poor position to be in. Now, if you're an Arsenal player, it is what it is. You have to just put the ball in. If you're a keeper, you're a keeper. It's just so crazy that, my God, every single person scored their penalty. And now the pressure is on me to score this penalty. So it is what it is. From Nana Agiman. Thank you for the dub, Agiman. Can you be a great keeper if you have a bad penalty record? Yes, you can. Because as I said again, a goalkeeper is a goalkeeper. So they say, oh, can you be a great defender if you don't score loads of goals? Yeah. How many goals did Maldini score? How many goals did Desai score? Now, if you can score goals, that's extra. But no, a goalkeeper, all I care about is how good are you at saving shots. And maybe your distribution, but mainly it's saving shots. So, yeah, of course you can be a great keeper if you have a bad penalty record. Of course so. Wonder Macaye. Thank you, Wonder. What is it? Macaye. From Wonder Macaye, who says penalty merchants lose on penalties. Poetic. That is poetic. That is poetic. A team known for winning on penalties, they lose on penalties. That is poetic. From Moni K, man. Thank you for the Moni K, who says we may not get a left stream, but so this is like a Lole stream or something. Yeah, man, no, this is like for Olicon for no, this is. I'll be real with you. A part of me feels sorry for him. It feels sorry because it would have been like a cool story for him winning it, but a part of me is like, it's funny. It is funny because now Golem, PE teacher, Oli at the wheel, all that kind of stuff. Because this is such an L. It's such an L for United fans, but it is what it is, man. From my boy Andrew Laurie, who says, "Thank you for the dub. Sorry over Ole. Yeah, Chelsea should have never have sacked him. I have no idea why Chelsea sacked him. From Maxime Dagron, who says, Unai is using these UEL trophies as toilet. Bro, you say Unai is using these Europa League trophies as toilet brushes. Bro, I think if you go to his house, he'll literally have like a freaking museum just full of all this stuff, man. Pretty much, you know. He literally has a museum full of all this stuff, man. It's insane. From your boy Eddie, man. Thank you for the up, Eddie. Wow. Zizou has resigned. Bring on Raul. Zizou, man. But look, new era, man. But Zidane, he did that. 3 CLs, a league title, and lost the league on the last day of the season. No, sorry, 3 CLs, 2 league titles, and lost the league title on the last day of the season. Took these boys to the semi-finals of the CL. He did his thing. He did his thing. Shout out to your boy Eddie. So shout out to boys. He did his thing. Bring on Raul. You see, here's my thing. Lampard, Pirlo, Ole, Real Madrid, don't fall for this crap of bringing legends back. Don't be sentiment merchants. Get actual guys who are actual proper managers. That's my advice. Remember, Gatlock, man. Thank you for the dub, Gatlock. Ever since the 2018 World Cup, I knew De Gea was sus, especially on penalties. Knew Villareal would win if it went to penalties. Could have saved some penalties. 5 La Liga teams in the CL. Oh yeah. That's a good point. Villareal are in the Champions League. Yeah. Like last time they were in the Champions League was, I think, because they reached the semis in 2006, where they lost to Arsenal. My thing about it is that, I mean, this is interesting that Carlos says, could both keepers have done better on those penalties, or were they those amazing penalties? Because again, I think about the Ivory Coast Cameroon shootouts, which I think went to like 12 or 13 or 14. They were good penalties. And I think here, the penalties were actually pretty good. Because most of them, either they send the keeper the wrong way or they went to the corner. A few of them, I'm like, bro, like, guys, you literally can get a handle on it and so forth. So I don't want to put too much on De Gea or even the Villareal keeper for this stuff, man. But it's wrong to now put De Gea as the villain because he didn't save a penalty. And he didn't put his hand on. Look, it looks bad because you literally couldn't. You let in 11 straight penalties. You know, so it can't look a bit. You let 11 straight penalties, and also like, see, if he had dived the right way for the Albiol one, he would have saved it because Albiol that had no power. Just like Albiol just made him go the wrong way. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. But yeah. Again, you want to hit on La Liga, 5 La Liga teams in the CL. What does that say about La Liga? From the undisputed, man, thank you for the dub. Rashford can't even dribble past 4th, average. Bro, man. Every single time Rashford tried to get past 4th just tackled him. Clean tackles. You know, it was a pretty easy day for 4th. I told you, Rashford, you're a nice guy and so forth, but this has nothing to do with you feeding kids, which is great. It is great. Like you are never that dude. And I said this for time, you're never that dude. And this comes to this guy says from Junior Aziz, who says football terrorists in the mud. HH vindicated on Rashford. I said this for a while that he's got talent. He's just not that dude. And when we talk about the top young guys, we're looking at Foden, we're looking at João Felix, we're looking at Mbappe, we're looking at Sancho. Rashford was never in the conversation as one of the most talented young players. It is this EPL Premier League bias that anybody that is of any quality in the Premier League because they bowled against freaking Stefanage or some dudes from the countryside, you now think that they're now world class. No. Show me what you are in the Champions League. Show me what you do in the Europa League. Like, for Rashford, this was the perfect opportunity to shine. Final, European League final against Villareal, but you fumble the bag. He's just not that dude. From Kyle Mokiman, thank you for the dub, Kyle Mokian. Man United and Ole just got murdered by a club whose nickname is a Yellow Submarine. Kyle, this is the truth. You lost to the Beatles. One of the songs that the Beatles is called Yellow Submarine, and I think their name in Yellow Submarine is named after the Beatles song. So basically, Villareal, these guys are like pop artists. Basically, you lost to NSYNC. United, you lost to NSYNC. That's what you lost. You lost to freaking NSYNC. You lost to a boy band. You know, because anybody that calls himself Yellow Submarine, United Football Club, you're a boy band. So you lost to NSYNC. Forward stroke Backstreet Boys. Forward stroke Boys to Men. Forward stroke. What's it called? What's the name of the band with them? Cisco. The 112. You lost. You lost to 112. You lost to freaking 112, man. It's not good. From your boy Silver Spring, man. Thank you for the double Silver Spring. That was Villareal's first. Now, look, you know what? I need to check this. If this is Villareal's first ever major title, we're gonna have another comment because you're bugging out. Let me. Hey, they're all shining. Is this their first ever major title? Wait, Villareal, Wikipedia. If it is, man, this is it. Because I think they've won another trophy. So let me go to Villareal CF honors. Okay. Question. Is the Inter Toto Cup a major trophy? Let me ask you guys this. So, question for the chat. Is the Inter Toto Cup a major trophy? Because if that doesn't count as a major trophy, then I think Villareal, this might be their first major. Because, okay, look, so they were runners-up in La Liga 07-08, runners-up in the Segunda Division, runners-up again. They won the Tercera Division in 69-70. Guys, it's their first major trophy. It's their first major trophy. Yeah, it's United fans take a week off social media. 7 days sabbatical and everything. It's the United. You gave Villareal their first ever major title. I mean, I mean, honestly, I told you, like, I mean, Wikipedia mentioned, maybe Wikipedia's wrong. Guys, Wikipedia's wrong. I don't that's right. That's a lie. You know what? United fans, I'll quote they're lying. They want it like a La Liga sometime. Wikipedia is like, Wikipedia is like, Wikipedia. The heck? Nah. You gave them their first ever major title? What? Never. No. Oh, Lord. From your boy, Milinko Savage. Thank you for the job, Milinko Savage. Was it me? But I was hoping all the... Oh, God. So, was it me? But I was hoping all the black players scored because I know how Twitter would go down. Today, United are getting clowned and abused for fun. It just shows you how messy this world is. Because I remember, anytime a black player went to my brother say, okay, if this dude misses, I now know what's going to happen. Because in my mind, I was like, okay, if Fred misses, if Twanzebe misses, if Coconut misses, so just going through all the black. Okay, if Rashford misses, like, but it's so quick. That was the same. Just shows you how effed up this world is. Every time a black player was messed up, I was like, mate, just score. Because I can't deal with like, oh, racism, online abuse. Let's now solve racism. Like, mate, just put the ball in the net. Just put the ball in the net. But so today, United are getting clowned and abused by Ford. Yeah, maybe because I have a GM, and it's bad. This is bad. Martin Rosario, man, thank you for the help, Martin Rosario. So Martin Rosario says De Gea saved 0 penalties though, so he has fault in this. Yes, he has some fault. It's not a question as to what is the degree of how much fault he has. That's what we now look like. How much fault do they have? Saving a penalty always favors the guy taking. That's why whenever you get a penalty, it's almost like you've scored a goal because 9 out of 10 penalties are scored. Even if you just look at football as a whole, 9 out of 10 penalties are scored. So most times they're not a penalty is scored. So it's hard. The difficulty is you didn't save 11 straight penalty. 11. You couldn't save one. That's not good. For a guy who you're now viewed as a top keeper, you couldn't save one, you know? And my thing is, cool. Once now, see, this is why it's such an L. 10-10. Now it's now keeper against keeper. Now you're now on parity because your opposite's keeper ain't a penalty kick taker, neither are you. So really, you've got to really save that keeper's penalty. You didn't save it. His was pretty good, and he saved yours. So, bro, it's an L. It's an L for De Gea, man. And from your boy Walker, thank you for the double Walker, who says 6 different La Liga clubs have won a European trophy in the last 20 years. Is that strength in depth? Yes. 6 different La Liga clubs have won a... Yeah. Like, guys, it is... When we were discussing this whole thing, I said, oh, okay, what's the best league? What is the argument? If you're talking about branding, it's the Premier League. For branding and excitement, for storylines and narratives, it's the Premier League. If it's about how good these teams are and how well they perform in the elite European competitions, it's La Liga. Because look at how well they've done in the Champions League and La Liga, and you've had guys win. Real have won, and Barcelona have won, Sevilla have won, Atletico have won. Now Villareal have won. Am I missing one? Wait, 6. Wait, who's the 6th? So Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico. So yeah. Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico, Sevilla, Villareal, and who's the 6th? Wait, who's the 6th? What the heck? Am I forgetting? Is it Valencia? Yeah, who's the 6th? So yeah, Atletico, Real, Barcelona, Sevilla, Villareal. Did Atletico Bilbao? Wait, did Valencia win? Oh, wait. Oh, when did Valencia win? Oh, is it Valencia? Oh, 2004 UEFA Cup. Okay, 04 UEFA Cup. Yeah, look, see, that is strength in depth. It is strength in freaking depth, which is that basically this is an L for EPL merchants, man. It's a huge L for EPL merchants. A huge L. From what from YSK? No. From LSK Laxon. That has to be a name. From LSK Laxon. Red Devil Studio. Where are you at? Red Devil Studio calling Red Devil Studio, calling lead level Ludio. calling lead level Ludio. I repeat, calling lead level Ludio. I repeat, lead level Ludio. Where you at? Where you at? Put out an APB for lead level Ludio. His team just took an L to dudes called the Also Marine. LSK Laxon says, if anyone knows a witch doctor, let me know. Hashtag cursed. Hashtag LSK. LSK Laxon, this is your punishment for trying to jinx Werner, trying to jinx Chelsea, trying to jinx me, and thinking that would work. And also, this is your punishment for being arrogant. LSK Laxon, I have zero sympathy for you. I will save a spot for you on Friday. You will be kicking things off on Friday for the Friday hangout. Miguel Rabines. Only team to have beaten Unai. Chelsea. Told you, man. Told you. Chelsea are those dudes, man. Miguel Rabines, Chelsea, but Miguel. It's May 29th. Chill. May 29th. Canito partido. Miguel Rabines, we chill. May 29th, we're trying to live. We're trying to live. May 29th. From Osasuna. This is Osasuna. From Osasuna. Trying to make a fun name, but really stretching here. So Villareal won at Camp Osasuna, man. This is a feather cap for La Liga. You don't need to make a fun name. So Osasuna, all you need to do is Osasuna. I'll tell you what a fun name is. How good is the EPL really? That is it now. That is a good username. How good is the EPL really? Or the Emery Invitational? As someone said on Twitter, should this just be called the Emery Invitational? For me, boy, Mohamed Noor, thank you for the dub, Mohamed Noor. Thank you for the dub, Mohamed Noor. The disrespect from LSK and United fans and the preview I was hearing 3-0, 4-1. LSK was just disrespecting their fans. Induct these bricks. Respect fruit sellers. This is so bad because the beauty is that previous guys, please, guys, if you want to laugh after you're done with this live stream, please go and just watch the preview that I did with Red Devil Studio and watch the preview I did today with Yasser Said and YSK Jackson, but another Ankit. But do you know who I feel sorry for? Do you know who I truly feel sorry for? I feel sorry for Yasser Said. Yasser Said, if you're out there, because Yasser Said was like, I don't know, he was worried. Yasser Said, don't self-harm. Yasser Said, I have a number for you here. This is a mental health helpline. Yasser Said, whatever you're thinking of doing, don't do it. Don't self-harm. There is still tomorrow. The sun is still shining. Go outside. Talk to someone. Feel someone's hand. Okay, look, hashtag me too. So, okay, but I will send you a number for a mental health helpline because I think the mental health of United fans will be in the gutter because this is an almighty L. And I repeat, this is my advice for United fans. I say for 7 days, don't go onto social media. Because after I'm done here, I'm going to reel off a few tweets. I've got a few tweets I'm going to reel out, and I'm going to keep on because this is bad. It's bad. This is bad. From your boy Trudon, man. Thank you for the dub, Trudon, who says, thank you for the dub, Trudon. Thank you for that dub, Trudon. Trudon says, can we stop this narrative that United are the biggest club in the world now? No Premier League title in 8 years, no Champions League in 13, no trophy in 4, you lost to a village. Trudon, first of all, that's very harsh. That's really harsh, especially the village part. That's like really harsh. This is what I've always said. Man United are one of the biggest clubs in terms of branding. Branding. When it comes to football, United are irrelevant. So whenever I would talk with United fans with Nick's Red Devil Studio and everything, I'm like, wait, why are we talking about United? These guys are talk to me about Real Madrid, about Man City, about Bayern Munich, about Chelsea, about talk to me about guys who, these guys are mixing it up within the elites, and these guys are one of the best teams in the world. For United, you're just living off the fumes of Fergie, which happened like freaking 7, 6 years ago. As I said, you've not won, and even you've not won a trophy in 4 years. And you've not won a CL in 13 years. You've not even won your freaking league in 8. So, and this was your chance. This trophy was put on a plate for you. This is Villareal. All they have is a freaking Intertoto Cup. Intertoto. You can't beat a bunch of Intertoto merchants. You can't. You lost a bunch of yellow submarine villagers. So as I've always said, United are massive in terms of their branding and so forth. But in terms of footballing wise, they're irrelevant. I was keeping it real. From your boy Primera Marmos says, thoughts if Villarreal beats City in the Super Cup? Primera Marmot, man. You think you're slick. Huh? You think you're slick. You think you're slick. From Osasuna, who says, somehow a La Liga team will win this. Somehow a La Liga team will win this CL final. Let's go Osasuna. Win that CL so we can have as many as Chelsea and more than Arsenal and City combined. Look, with the way things are, La Liga have been so dominant, and they've so said what's up with that. Actually, people will argue that if Man City win the UCL, Pep Guardiola, he's really the reason, and Pep Guardiola was forged within the flames and fires of Catalonia and Spain. So you could argue that because he made his name as a La Liga manager, therefore this is a win of La Liga because he's bringing... I've got it. Pep is bringing in a very specific Spanish and La Liga way of playing, which people in the English media said that would not succeed in England. But he did it, and he succeeded. So you could argue if he wins the CL, it's not really an EPL win, but it's a hybrid of an EPL and a La Liga Spain win. You could argue that. So yeah, in a very weird, odd way, that could happen. But as we say, we hope and we pray that that doesn't happen come May 29th, man. From boy YSK Jackson, who says, thank you for the door, YSK Jackson. Last thing you said to... YSK Jackson says that, this is true, so it's not like... Last thing you said to Yassier was mental health is overrated. YSK Jackson, no, actually, no, I think about no, I never said that. I never said that. I don't know when mental health is very real. It's very real. That's why I have yes, aside, drop me a DM. I've got the helpline here. This is the phone line for one of the best mental health experts out there. So if you want to call somebody, please feel free to call someone. From Suleiman, thank you for the double, Suleiman. Congrats to Villareal from a Lugo FC fan. Lies. Suleiman, prove to me that you're a Lugo fan. Prove to me. And from Shane Schubert, is this like a Man United roasting session? Shane Schubert says Villarreal's shirt sponsor make floor tiles. Let me read that again in case you guys didn't hear. It's from Shane Schubert. Shane Schubert, and you can see him in the live chat. So Shane Schubert says, thank you for the dope, Shane Schubert. Villarreal's shirt sponsor, like the guys on the jersey, shirt sponsor makes floor tiles. I'm gonna double check this. Villareal CF images. Okay, Pamesa Ceramica. Okay, Pamesa Ceramica. um, he's not lying. This just messed up, man. He's not lying, man. Oops, no, sorry. That's let me give you a big image. This is their shirt sponsors. This is for United lost. So this is their shirt sponsors. Parmesa Ceramica. Actually, that's actually pretty nice, man. These are pretty nice homes. Copy image address. This is who they lost to. This is them. There you go. Parmesa Ceramica, the shirt sponsors of Villareal, floor tiles. That's actually pretty. Look, those are nice tiles. Even going into home, those are nice tiles. But their shirt sponsor are floor tiles. So these guys get grass as money. So United, you're getting billions and millions and so forth. These guys are getting grass, weed, glue, and tampons as payments. So, and guys, I'm sorry, you can't buy anything with tampons. So whereas United, you're offering cash for players, Villareal are offering ceramic tiles and tampons to buy players. That's messed up. That is messed up. Guys, where do United go from here? Where do they go from here? Now, we don't like to bring this up, but I am going to bring it up because it is what it is, and I don't give a damn. Do you sack Solskjaer? An argument for not sacking Solskjaer is this wasn't his fault. That the team dominated. Specific players not show up. He didn't do anything tactically wrong. Played the right team. Penalties. Because I would have if one of his guys missed in the first 5, I would have said, wait, why did you bring off Pogba, who is a very good penalty taker? So, but they didn't. They scored the penalties and they missed. So, you didn't do anything wrong, but it is what it is. You lost. You lost. And the buck will always stop at the manager because people will say, it doesn't matter whether you were unlucky and so forth. How did you lose to Villareal? Or rather, how were you not able to defeat Villareal? And as we said before, I said, I do not want to hear any excuses whatsoever. There is nothing that will help explain or help to make me comprehend of you said, no. Because you're by far the better team. You're expected to win. You should win. So if you don't win, that's a failure. And I said this to Red Devil Studio. I don't give a crap whether you finish second. Do you win a trophy if you finish second? No, you don't. Okay, cool. It's progress. You still failed. You're still losers. Okay, you're the second best loser. You're the third best loser. You're the fourth best loser. There is no, forget what I said, there is no success of victory of finishing second, third, or fourth. You're losers. That's what you are. You're freaking losers. Simple as that. So I think that the season is a failure because this should have ended with a trophy. This should have ended with a trophy. And if you're looking to blame someone, the manager will always get the brunt of the blame. Rashford, Bruno, Pogba. What happened? For 2 hours of football, what did Bruno and Rashford do? And whenever I questioned Bruno, I said, "No, this guy has failed the eye test. This guy flatters to deceive. He's not really as good as people make him out to be." People called me a freaking hater. Major final. What the heck did this guy do? But guys, for Villareal, man, you have to say this is an amazing football story. And it's a victory for football. As much as United fans will hate this is a victory for football. It is an almighty L for United. But it's a victory for football. But guys, again, Antonio Badani, man, I owe you an apology. This is a huge win. This is a huge win for La Liga. A huge win. And I think that it is a reminder. Really, for me, May 29th, I'm great. May 29th, I am so humble. I'll be you would have never seen me as humble as you see me on May 29th. There is not a single shred, there is not a pubic hair of arrogance. There's not a shred of arrogance on myself come May 29th. But this just shows to you that if United faced Villareal in a semi-quarter, they would beat them easily. A final is different. A final is different. You can't expect just to beat a team 3-1 or 4-1 in a final. It's different because it's a final. Especially for Villareal. They're like, wow, we've never been here before. This is so huge for us. This is our first ever major final, which makes it all the more worse. Because for a lot of those Villareal players, they would have never played a final of this magnitude ever in their careers. I think Albiol, maybe, he might have, but for most of those guys, they would never play this final. Cavani has played the Copa America final. Pogba has played the Europa League final. Pogba has played the World Cup final. Many of these guys have played a major European final, but sorry, man. For a lot of these guys, they wouldn't have. So it is such an amazing win for Villarreal, an amazing win for La Liga. So, guys, when we now have the discussion, you can't tell me that the Premier League is the best league in the world. If you say it's the best league in the world, you have to tell me under what context. If it's for numbers and for viewership, okay. I've always said that quality of football, top to bottom, La Liga is better. La Liga is better. When I was watching Valladolid against Atletico Madrid, Valladolid were like 18th or 19th, but they were playing some good football. And that's the 18th, 19th place team. And when I even look for Villareal, who were greatly inferior to United, they were playing some good. They were playing some good, smart stuff. Nice, intricate passing, intelligent, good football IQ. They were playing some good stuff. So, people just need to put some respect on La Liga, and they won't see that. I think we are all very tribal, and when it comes to football, people are very tribal. And people like to protect what they have, and I think I've not spoken to what United fans are saying, but I would just ask United fans or EPL fans: do you now respect La Liga and say that no? That's because the facts are facts. You can't deny the facts. The decade was ruled by La Liga. It was ruled by them. And if you now look at 2020, a German team won the Champions League, a Spanish team won the Europa League. 2021, a English team will win Premier League, a Spanish team will win the Europa League. So what it's telling us are the team that performs well in the elite European competitions is the Spanish league. So if we're saying which league is best based on how well they perform against all that teams from the best in the European, it's still Spain. Because Spain now have 2 European trophies. England will have 1. Germany have 1 for this decade. That has now been gone. That's how you have to freaking do it. So we have to now stack up and just say how many, because that's how we got to say, oh, how many of them have Champions Leagues? No, we have to now say how many have Champions Leagues, how many have Europa Leagues now. But this was the perfect opportunity for the EPL to have and to have the perfect journey, because they will say, oh my gosh, for the second time, an EPL team has won the Europa League and the Champions League. So the Europa League and the Champions League. That would have been a perfect argument, and you could have still done, oh wow, this sounds amazing, But you fumbled the bag. You fumbled the bag, and United can have 0 complaints. Absolutely zero complaints because you were well beaten. You were well and truly beaten. And I think, look, only it's harsh, it's unfortunate, but you could have had Norwegian PE teacher, Gollum, rookie, you've fallen off the wheel. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to take this loss. Because there is nothing you can say. There's nothing you can say. You lost to submarine merchants. And everybody were assuming you were going to roll over them. So this just makes the Ole is the right man for the job look bad. And I've always said, for United to move forward and for them to win trophies, I don't think Ole is the dude. I don't think Ole is the man. You know? You can't blame him for this loss, but you lost. You know? So it's almost as if like it's like I don't care whether you're to blame or not to blame. That's irrelevant to me. You lost. You took an L to a team that you should have beaten. So therefore, you failed. So if you failed, that's all that matters. It's like, did you succeed or did you fail? That is always what matters. Everything else is irrelevant, man. From YB Jeremy, thank you for the dub, YB Jeremy. Boychester really lost to guys who rep submarines. This is true. YB Jeremy, this is true, man. The narrative, the optics, the insults, how this looks like, this just looks bad. It's bad all around. It's bad all around. It's bad all around. Like, it's bad all around, bro. It's bad all around. What else can you say? What else can you say? From Abracadabra, man. Thank you for the Abracadabra. Allegri to Real and Conte to Barca. We'll discuss this on the Marathon Hangout on Friday. I'm hearing Real to Real. If Real Madrid get Allegri, that's a good hire. That's a good hire, and he will be supported. It's very different. It's a very different approach to what they had with Zidane and Ancelotti. But Allegri is a winner. He is good, and I think if Allegri is supported, I think he'll say what's up for Real Madrid. Conte to Barcelona is weird because he is a total different antithesis to what Barcelona's about. So I can understand Allegri to Real a lot more than Conte to Barcelona because I think Barcelona are more about a philosophy. Real are more so about winning. So Conte to Barcelona just doesn't make sense to me at all. You know, it doesn't make sense to me at all. Like Conte to Real Madrid makes more sense than Conte to Barcelona. From Dungu Kamama, thank you for the dub, Dungu Kamal. Man United's first sub, Fred in the 100th minute. Ole is absolutely insane. But my thing though is, I have to be real with you. Even when I was watching it, I was like, what subs do you make? Because it's not as if you are getting outplayed. You are obviously the better team. You are putting them under crazy pressure. So it's like, it is what it is. And I think that sub is okay. Let's just bring in some fresh legs. The only reason why I found that sub a bit strange was that 100th minutes, it seems as if you're heading towards penalties. Are you sure you can vouch for Fred scoring a penalty? But in the end, he was able to score his penalty pretty convincingly, man. So, yeah, man. From Suleiman, that Pau Torres kid is a pretty good defender. Bro, shout out to your boy Daniel Jones Ortega. When we're doing the Spain breakdown for the Euros, he was talking about how, okay, you know, it's probably going to be Pau Torres and Laporte in central defense. And Pau Torres, he looks good. He looks good, very solid, man, and had a very solid game. And I think Villareal can feel very proud of what they did defensively because they scored off a weird deflection. Like, Villareal's goal came off bad defensive play from United. United's goal came off, it wasn't bad defense by thing. It was just fortuitous that it was a rebound. Keeper had already committed himself, and it just fell to Cavani, who was the first to react. But for Pau Torres, because when he stepped up to take his penalty, I was like, a defend and everything was one of the best penalties. Like, the guys who I thought was a bit dodgy ended up with the best penalties because it was Coconut, who I thought would definitely miss, and Pau Torres. because they went right into the roof, the net, placed beautifully, and was amazing. So yeah, man, I'm excited to see what he does this summer, man. I'm excited to see what he's able to do this summer, man. But oh Lord, man, guys, man, it's from your boy Milinko Savage, man. Thank you for the dub, Milinko Savage. Frank Lampard has the same amount of trophies as Ole, a guy I saw at the job center. I told him, chin up, you could do nothing about Werner. Who's worse, Lampard or Ole? Lampard. Lampard is worse. Lampard is worse. He's worse. He's worse. Is it for me? It's like they both have zero trophies. They both have zero trophies. But Lampard is a guy who literally has no idea what he's doing. United, they have. This isn't a case of bad management. You just lost. You just lost. You just lost. So, Lampard has had the same amounts of trophies as. You see, my thing is that Milinko, don't put Ole and Lampard in the same category. See, this is bad for Ole, and he's going to get clowned. I can only imagine. Basically, after I'm done here, I am going to be scrolling through all the memes. And guys, remember, join the Discord server. Join the Discord server, bro. Because we're going to discuss this on the freaking Discord server. So join the Discord server. Join the Discord server. So I mean, look, it's bad. It's bad. Because as bad as this is for Solskjaer, and as much as he's going to get clowned, and he deserves to get clowned because you were not supposed to lose to a bunch of villagers who were yellow. Lampard is a whole different level of brickness. So Lampard is a whole level of brickness that you can't even mess with. So Milinko, don't put them in the same freaking category. See, Ole may be visiting, like Lampard sleeps in our job center. Because Milinko, so see, Ole has a job and he still deserves, as much as you may want to sack him, and I see, if I was a United fan, I'd sack Ole just out of emotions. Ole still deserves to keep his job. Lampard doesn't deserve to have a free freaking job. The guy's freaking garbage. Cal Moki, man. Thank you for the dub, Cal Moki. Raul Albiol post-match. I haven't taken a penalty since I was a child. That's deep. You see, it makes sense. Kyle, thank you for that dub, because that makes sense. Because I said to myself that, why was he so happy when he scored? I'm like, okay, you scored a penalty. Why is he so happy when he scored? This makes sense. And it just shows you why it was such a crazy penalty shootout. Because it's a crazy story. So the fact that, see, when you're doing this, you assume that this will be over in 5. So somebody's going to miss out of those 5, or at most 6 or 7. So if you're Raul Albiol, you're like, I'm not going to take one. So either we're going to lose before it gets to me, or we're going to win before it gets to me. So as you're just seeing everybody score, you're like, your heart's now beating. You're like, oh, damn it. I'm going to have to take one, because penalty, everybody has to take it once. So you can't have a guy, oh, let a guy take it twice. You have to take it once. So as you're stepping up and you're like, I haven't scored a penalty. As I say, I haven't taken a penalty since I was a freaking infant. Since I said what's up to an umbilical cord. You're like, what the? So, which is why I told you, it wasn't a good penalty. He just sent De Gea the wrong way. If De Gea dived the right way, he'd have saved it. If De Gea just dived to his bottom left, it would have been the easiest save. So, Albiol just seeing that go in, it must have just been such a crazy release that he was like, oh, what? So you see, it makes sense that he would have celebrated like that after he scored that penalty, because I'd be like, oh my God, thank you. Because guys, I told you this right now, like, I've always said this, if I'm taking a penalty, bottom right or straight down the middle. Easier to say this thing sitting in my chair in West London. But if let's say let's say if I am penalty number 9 on number 10, and if I miss and my team is screwed, the amount of pressure there is stupid. It is stupid amount of pressure, which is why this is what I say to guys. If you're nervous, just go straight down the middle. More times than not, the keeper is going to commit somewhere. Just go straight down the middle if you're nervous. Because if you now try to go to a corner, you're probably going to miss the target. If you just go straight down the middle, straight down the throat with full on power, hope for the best. But yeah, no, that is wild though. That is wild that he had never taken a penalty since I was a child, which is why it makes it even worse for the hair. It makes things even worse for the hair, man. All right, what we're doing here. Makes things even worse for the dude, man. From Andrew Laurie. HH, if this was Chelsea, you would have blamed Ole. Yes. See, Andrew, you have to understand that. I'm only a human being. You know, I'm not this perfect, amazing guy who can be objective through. If Chelsea lose the penalties, I'm blaming everybody. I'm blaming everybody. I'm blaming Tuchel. I'm blaming Ken Bates. I'm blaming Drogba. I'm blaming Lampard. I'm blaming I'm coming from every. I'm blaming Mount. I'll blame everybody. I'll blame me. I'll blame everybody. So, but that's Chelsea. So I'm not fully rational when that happens. So, from Mohamed Noor, who says, population of Villareal can't fill Old Trafford. Damn. Look, Mohamed Noor, they lost to a village, man. Okay. That's the key thing. They lost to a freaking village. That's the truth, man. They lost to a freaking village, man. From Elenko Savage, man. Can you send the Discord link? I will post it on my Twitter, and I'm going to post it again on. I will post it again. I'll post it on the YouTube channel. So I'll post it on my Twitter, and I'll make sure that it's posted on the YouTube homepage. So you can view it on the YouTube homepage. Because if I open up Discord now, it's going to mess everything up. If there's anybody in the live chats who has, crazy invites, I will post it on my Twitter, so we can have a discussion about this tonight, man. Stuff is wild. Stuff is freaking wild, man. But yeah, I will post it on the Twitter, man. Guys, look, man. I don't know what else to be said, man. I mean, shocking, man. Boy, Chester divided. Like United fans, man. You have to hold this L. You have to hold this L. You have to hold this L. Because as I said again, like we have to have laughs. We have to have laughs. You have to everyone to submarine guys, villagers. They use tampons as currency. Their fans look like if they don't have 3 square meals a day. Raul Albiol looks like a retired porn star. So the narratives and the optics are just so bad. They're just so freaking bad that you're like, for United, you're not elite. And this is so bad. Even if you're beating Villareal, that still doesn't make you elite, but at least it's something. At least it's something. This L just goes to show that I never want to hear Man United's name mentioned as part of the elite. I never want to hear the name mentioned anywhere close to being a team that is even close to being an elite. So when we're having big boy footballing conversations, I don't want to hear United's name mentioned. No. Marketing, SWOT analysis, PR, public relations, advertising, sponsorships. Oh, United. Football on the highest level, like elite, real talk. I don't want to hear your name. I'm sorry, like I mean, saying harsh, be saying wrong, but I don't want to hear your name. I don't want to, especially after this. Now I told you, you're Class C. The badge is Class C. So if you're inducted as a badge, I don't want to hear your name being mentioned. So for United fans, that arrogance has to stop. Like, this is bad. Like, you can't hold, you have to walk like this. You lost to Villareal. You lost to Villareal. A team who are seventh. Seventh. And we saw how they played. Those guys are from the road. Well done to them. Congrats. And it's an amazing achievement by Villareal. Amazing achievement by Villareal. They are from the road. Let's not get this. They are from the road. So for you guys, this looks bad. Arrogance never works. It never works. Why were you so arrogant? Why did you have so much belief? All being humble costs you nothing. I checked. Seriously, it's cost you nothing. Take it from me. I was going up and down talking about hashtag Sims minimum. Look what happened to me. We got delivered by Bayern. And I learned my lesson. I was like, you know what? This arrogance thing, it's cool. See, it feels good to be arrogant. It feels good. Like it gives you some belief. But at the end of the day, there's no point. There's no point. There is no point. There is truly no point, man. So from Osasuna says that didn't HH send one over the bar to Scotland? This is the thing. So it's all about the banter games. When we're doing the banter games, we had to do a Pogba run up. That was the whole thing. We had to do a Pogba run up. So when you do that run up, it messes with your thing. Like when I'm taking a penalty, if I was doing a Pogba run up, I'd be crap. Because I have a very specific run up where I run straight on the ball, then I try and go bottom right, or I just go straight down the middle. But if you're doing the whole, because it's supposed to be funny, so you have to do the whole Pogba run up. When you do the whole Pogba run up, it's hard to now for me to get into the groove to say what's up, because I need to move quickly to give my legs that kind of extra frenetic thing and then move through. Now, let me be real with you. I'm not an expert penalty taker. No, I'm decent and everything. I'm not going to say, oh yeah, I'm like, I wouldn't rush to like take a penalty. No, because I'm not like the guys who are just very good at taking penalties. I won't say I'm an expert, but if I have to, because I go from JJ Okocha, bottom right, straight into the middle. If I'm doing a normal, regular run up, man. So let's just take some stuff from the live chat and then we'll Vamusi, man. So that's okay. It's true, man. It is true. I love how GS and Bruno take their pens. And it's all right, man. No, it's not. I think the best penalty take I've ever seen is Balotelli. He's the best. He's the best penalty taker that I've seen. Like his penalty taking skills, quality, absolute quality, man. Absolute quality, man. All right, let's see what it is. I do feel sorry for United fans. It was unlucky. Like you just need to look forward. I'm a Chelsea fan. I don't feel sorry for United fans because of arrogance. Now, I feel sorry for fans like Yasser Said. For Yasser, I do feel sorry for him, yes, because he was humble and he was like, hey, you never know what will happen. But for guys like Red Devils Studio and YSK Jackson, I feel zero sympathy for them. Zero sympathy. Because you were arrogant, you were overconfident, and you totally disrespected Villareal. YSK Jackson was spending the last 7 days calling these guys fruit sellers and these guys flipping side chicks and sideshows. So for YSK Jackson, zero sympathy whatsoever. United fans were slandering Cavani for being old before he played, and he's the only dude who showed up. I remember when Cavani was bought, and I said, oh, this is actually a pretty interesting signing. Guys said, oh no, this guy's old, he's washed, he ain't that good. Why are United going for a washed up dude? And now washed up dude was the only guy that showed up for you in the final, whereas that's your Bruno Fernandes, your Pogba, your Rashford. These are the guys who you've hyped up. This what's up. It's always the guys who are not hyped up who show up, and the guys who come with all the hype are the guys who always flop, man. All right, what else the guy said, man? All right, guys. So look, man. I think let me round off for the here, man. So, guys, it's time for me to go to Twitter. ESPN FC. Guys, hold up. Red Devil, hold your horses. We ain't done yet. Guys. We are not done yet. Man. Red Devil Studio. I have sent you the link. Red Devil Studio. I have sent you the link. Please click it. Red Devil Studio. I have sent you the link. Please click it. Where's my Red Devil Studio? Check your DM. I have sent you the link. Oh my God, here he is. Red Devil Studio. Red Devil Studio.
I'm a man. I'm here to take the ban. I've been in the comments though. I think I was in the comments earlier. So, but I think you're in full swing, and I sent the DM. So, but yeah, I'm here. So I'm here to take the L. So,
okay, let me start with this. Is there anyone to blame?
Ollie. Completely, Ollie. There's that. It's the game management of this game, because when we lost to Sevilla last year, I actually didn't feel that bad, because in that game we had 15, 16 standard shots on goal, and for that game you could say, listen, if Marshall and those players could finish, then we would have won it. So we were the better team. So I can be like, that's just football. That happens. I'm sure if, for example, if Chelsea played much better than City, for example, the CL final, but you lost because, I don't know, Diaz scored a header from a corner, you wouldn't be ranting and raving. You say, listen, we get a go. You know what I mean? This game, Villareal, to be honest, they had one shot on target in the 120 minutes or so. Like they didn't do anything. We're not outplayed by them. I'm not saying they weren't structurally good, they weren't organized, but let's not make it sound like we were played off the park by these guys. But the game management from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer from start to finish was garbage. It was garbage. Not making a substitution till the 100th minute. Really? Good evening made 5 to at least keep the players fresh.
What subs would have changed things? Because my thing is that you said Ole was to blame, and I've not heard you mention Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, because
so let me go on, because I want to. The reason I say Ole because for me, it starts from the lineup. When I saw the lineup and I saw Pogba, McTominay in that midfield, I was like, oh, I don't know about this, because every single time this season we played that midfield, we've struggled. Because what happened? I think I mentioned it on the match preview briefly. I was saying, if he plays Pogba, McTominay in midfield, what happens is that Pogba plays the deeper role, and McTominay is the one that for whatever reason, he tends to go forward more. And the problem with that is that McTominay can't pass and can't create, which basically stunts our front three and isolates Bruno. So for most of the first half, that's effectively what happened. And McTominay went forward a bit more in the second half. But for the first half, predictably, that's what happened. And Bruno was isolated. Rashford was garbage. Rashford had a terrible, terrible game. He couldn't create. He couldn't score. He was awful. And the fact that, going to the game management thing, the fact that he took off Greenwood over Rashford made zero sense to me. Okay, putting Fred on, it's fine. I would have. My first sub was like, listen, we need to create, put pressure, try and play Pogba on the left like you've done before, take Rashford out and maybe put Fred or Van der Beek into the midfield to help. So go back to Fred and McTominay, but put Pogba on the left.
But my thing about it is that if you now take off Rashford, you take off Rashford for who?
So for Fred. So you take off Rashford for Fred.
How is Fred now going to change the course?
So you play Pogba on the left. So you put Pogba. So Pogba's playing on Thomas instead of playing. You basically go to what we play on, which is the double pivot of Freddie McTominay, but just Pogba is on the left now, and then you have Cavani and Greenwood. So at least,
see, my thing though is that because I was looking at it very carefully, a lot in that first half, Pogba would be on the far left, and then played a long ball out wide to Wan-Bissaka. So he was doing that time and time again. From the game I saw, I don't think Pogba being put on that left would have changed things too dramatically. Maybe he would have done a little bit more than Rashford, but I don't think so. So see, I agree that to your point, Ole maybe could have been a bit more proactive, and I think that he could have made, for a manager, he needs to make big decisions. A big decision would be like Rashford comes off.
Yeah,
big decision, but it's the right decision because he was trash. But my thing though is that I think there should be more disappointment in the players being under par.
Bro. At one point, I was like, bring on even Daniel James because even going into extra time, you're like, because even take professional. Let me just respond. Take professional football side. Take professional football side. You just bring Sunday League, five-a-side, etc. Right? I don't know if you ever played five-a-side and you've been in a tournament and you've got this really good team. Okay, they've got only 5 players. And then you've got this other team where like they've got the core 5, it's five-a-side, but then they have like 4 or 5 subs. So yeah, okay, for the first update that this squad of 5 might pass, or they might even go ahead or whatever. But the longer the game's on, especially if you play for like an hour or so, the tighter you get. And then when you're bringing in fresh players, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, rotating the squad, you soon realize, even though the players that are 5 that are together are technically better, they will get tired. And the reality is that Emery made 5 subs within 90 minutes. And those 5 subs went into 30 minutes. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer didn't make a single sub until the 100th minute. So even if you made, I don't care, even if you made 1, just you could see the players were exhausted after 100 minutes. So even if you played Dan James, you're like, just lob the ball up to Dan James, get a bit of pressure from the defenders, run it, be Sonic the Hedgehog, run. At least you give players some time to breathe. He didn't do that, and that's on the manager. That is on the man. That's not acceptable.
So no, but do you honestly believe that if he'd made earlier subs, United would have won the game?
Possibly, because they wouldn't have been flat tired. Like
my thing is that
at least give them the chance to be able to.
But Red, I think the bigger picture here is, I understand from a United point of view, you can be angry of lack of subs. Why did you wait and so forth? But the bigger picture is
100 minutes. 100. You can't make. I'm not saying making 3. I'm saying make at least 1.
My thing though is that big picture is Villareal are 7th. United are 2nd. Yeah. United have a World Cup winner, Bruno Fernandes, Rashford, all these dudes. The fact that
didn't we lose to Sheffield United?
Nobody individually. I cannot name you a single United player who I would argue was man of the match. I can't.
No, maybe Wan-Bissaka, possibly. So this
possibly, but he wasn't really. Basically, the best
down his side anyway. So
yeah, I mean, the best players was it a 4th for Villareal or Wan-Bissaka? We just showed you that it's even worse that the best players with defenders, because Villareal, you don't expect them to simply because they're 7th. But no attack United player really were of high quality. So my thing is, as much as I can understand the whole you're waiting for subs and so forth, it was so disappointing that, I mean, you vouched for this dude, Bruno.
Not even subs. I mean, tactically, the way that Oli went to it, because let's be real. Like, we're talking about this is a final, yes, but let's be real. I've seen this performance by Manchester United several times this season, so this is not a new appearance. Are we honestly saying that Manchester United have not conceded because we've been bullied in the air before? We've seen that several times this season. So am I surprised that, again, a ball comes in from a set piece? Because that's what it was. We won't cut open. It was a set piece. Lindelof, okay, Luke Shaw should really track his man, but the guy goes to them or bullies him, gets the sport. We've seen that all the time this season. Am I surprised that, especially with teams that are very compact and that can still play and press, you watch any of our games against Crystal Palace this season, for example. Crystal Palace, you talk about Villareal in 7. Crystal Palace are freaking 16th. And we haven't beaten Crystal Palace this season. Why? Because they play exactly, I'm not trying to disrespect Villareal here, but if you look at the way they played, it's similar to how Villareal played in terms of compact, not going to allow any space, going to cause us problems, and you have players like Zaha and some that can be on the run, that can create things and can cause us problems, and they're good from set pieces, which is why they've caused us problems. It's no and ironically, we played Pogba McTominay in those midfields in those games as well. I'm not trying to dissuade the blame from the players. The players were bad. I'm not trying to say that, but you still need your manager. Okay, that's why in the Sevilla game, I could say, it's the players. We lost that Europa League final because the players just weren't good enough to take their chances. I didn't blame Ollie for that. This game, from start to finish, tactically, he didn't get it right. And the players, weren't good enough.
See, I can't agree, because in the game that I watched, United were the better team. And literally Villareal they were on the ropes. Villareal were on the ropes. So you see,
how many clear? You say on the ropes. How many clear chances in the first half clear chances? Actually make.
No. You see, now we're going to statistical. Now we're being stats managers. If we're viewing the game,
we controlled the game, but we didn't create anything. HH.
No, but and that's down to the players. You see, the manager's job is done where he puts the team in control and ensures that the team has a chokehold on the opposition team. Now it's not down to that midfielder, that critical player, that striker, to now turn this blueprint of control into something that's effective. Rashford, why can't you beat Foyth? V1v1. Bruno Fernandes, your delivery was garbage. Pogba, you're just playing the same ball to Wan-Bissaka again and again and again. Greenwood, at least he was a little bit much more effective. So a lot of these key players, you're not really doing anything because you're in key positions.
You have a key player like Greenwood who's doing it. So what do? Do you take him off, or do you keep him on and take off the garbage player Rashford? So this is what I'm saying. So yes, I'm not saying you're wrong, but the thing is, those key players, right? Okay, fine. So what are you going to do? Instead of actually addressing the fact, I said Rashford should be subbed off because he's playing a good game. It doesn't matter. You can put your faith in your bench or James or something like that. He should come off. Instead, he plays for the 120 minutes and you take off Greenwood, who at least is trying to do something. So that's a management thing. Any fan can see this player isn't performing. I need to change something to either improve the players I have, like a Pogba, Bruno, to give them space or whatever, or just take the players off and have faith, because it's still 1-1. As you said, Villareal are not doing anything. You've got to, all this told me was that, like, does Ole Gunnar Solskjaer have so little faith in our bench that he doesn't trust James, Ahmed, Matic, Van der Beek? One of those players, Van der Beek, has played in the Champions League semi-final. Matic, enough said. Daniel James and whatever you say about Daniel James, he's at least bored against the likes of Cities and Liverpool's, etc. and stuff, and been effective. And Ahmed, at least you can be like, bro, this guy is a new, he's a kid. You never know, no expectation, whatever. You change something, but instead you keep faith with the players who are playing poorly. You don't change anything. And you take the players off that are doing well? That makes no sense.
Okay. So, from what you're saying now, are you saying that he should be sacked?
I said this on Abdullahi's thing. I was kind of like, I'm not having the sacking conversation, because fundamentally, like, the Glazers are in charge. So if I was a Chelsea, this was big Chelsea. If I was Chelsea and we had Abramovich and owner, I'd be like, this is, he's got to go, got to get him in, easy. But I know this is where the realism comes in. Because there's no point in saying, "Oh, sack him or Ollie out," etc. It's like, well, there's no point in wasting my energy of that because the Glazers are in charge. And so my understanding from the Glazer framework, I mean, to be fair, they're not giving him a new contract yet. So maybe the Glazers.
No. Red Devil, I'm asking you. Forget about Glazer. You specifically, based off what has just happened tonight.
Yeah,
based on what you've just said, what would you resack him?
I say it should go. Of course, I should say it should go. But the reality is that like, well, okay, no, I'll retract a bit. Based on it, yes. But the thing is, the two reasons why I'm not going to say that or die on that is one. What other I don't necessarily think that there are. You have to have a plan. What other managers are available that could potentially do a better job in terms of taking Manchester United forward that are available? So that's important. That's why I don't think you should just sack any manager anyhow, because then you get what happened with Arsenal, which is, oh yeah, sack Emery, get Arteta in, and look what's happened. So you have to have a plan. And then obviously the Glazers. Because we've seen with more experienced managers that have been here that they've had a similar situation. What top managers that can take this club forward? I don't know what top managers you're talking about.
Okay, no, but
yeah, my fundamental point is that I don't waste my breath on talking anyway, and I don't advise any United fans to any, because fundamentally the Glazers, the expectation of Glazers Football Club is that he's got top four. So whatever you say. Because the irony,
no. I don't. We know what's going to happen. Forget that. Just for you as a fan, remember we had a conversation about this on our channels, and you said that even if he was to lose the final, he should still keep his job based on it's still progression. We said it would be a failure, it'd be disappointing, but everything.
I think I said according to by the manner in which we lost. So, for example, if we lost in the way that we lost to Sevilla last season, I wouldn't be as angry or hyped. They'd be like, yeah, we would have bet him, but like we just didn't take our chances. We didn't do our sort of thing. We lost. If we lost like the Sevilla game last season, oh yeah, no problem. I'd be like, yeah, it just happens. It's football. But the manner in which we lost and the tactical failure by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as well, like for me, it's like, no, this is borderline sackable. This is borderline sackable. So, but obviously, like I said, I'm not going to lose sleep on it because I say the Glazers are going to win. He's got second, and I guess when I look back at it, I'll go especially if Chelsea win the Chelsea don't win the UCL, he's still had a better season than Liverpool, Spurs, Arsenal, etc. And that's how people will look at it. And so he'll probably get backing in the summer. And
Said, I've sent the link. Check your DM. Check your Twitter DM. Said, I've sent the link. I'm sent the link. I mean, no, Red Devil, I'm shocked. And also as well, is it this whole De Gea thing? Okay, No.
You should have. So this is again
11 straight penalties. 11 straight penalties.
This is the game management thing again. I'm saying like if we'd even had 3, I'd have been like, okay, fair enough. But you have 5 subs in the Europa League. So I was literally screaming at the TV going, this dude is playing for penalties. If this dude is playing for penalties, please sub Henderson on. We even bought Tom Heaton recently. Bring Tom Heaton in. Put someone else in goal, but De Gea for penalties, because this man has only saved 1 penalty in his last 25. I can't remember. He doesn't say he's not a good penalty shot, so he's not. Don't trust. So as soon as we went penalties, like we've lost this game already.
So how many penalties has Henderson saved? He saved a few.
He saved a few. If I recall, Sheffield United, for example, when he's played, he saved a few. But even it's not even just it's the technique. What you find with De Gea is that like he doesn't really dive that much. He kind of just waits for the ball to go center and then kind of just sort of almost sits and rolls. Whereas Henderson and even Tom Heaton, like they actually outright dive. They actually make their body big in the goal to try and at least sort of, I've no doubt that Henderson would have saved at least 1.
No, because it's definitely a technique thing. Because I mean, the Villareal keeper came a lot closer than De Gea.
Yeah.
in some of the ones that he was because look, it's because as I was saying before, like because someone sent in a dub that said Raul Albiol said that he'd never taken a penalty since he was a child. And if you look at that Raul Albiol thing, if De Gea had dived the right way, he'd have saved it. Because it wasn't a great penalty. He just made De Gea go the wrong way.
Yeah.
So it's like...
Bro, like I said, this dude is not a good... and so that's why... So when I'm telling you about this whole tactical game manager thing, it's because of all these small things. I don't understand that how Oli can think, oh, David De Gea is gonna win me this Europa League final in extra time because he's a good shot stopper, when he's got no evidence of that ever at Manchester United.
Okay, so Yasia, talk to me, bro. Talk to me.
All right. First and first, I gotta say, LSK Laxon, you are a fool. I've warned you about HH and his juju. Every time someone comes in here and disrespects the opposition, especially in the final, they somehow, some way, we end up losing. And like in terms of penalties, we lost 11-10 to penalties. That is extreme.
Yes, it. Do you remember? I think it was the Russia World Cup where De Gea was in goal for. Remember Spain when Spain got knocked out by Russia because Russia got in goal. Remember when that game went to penalties?
Yeah, I mean, Red Devil you make a great point. David De Gea has never been good at penalties, but I just feel like
Russia knocked out freaking Spain.
Yeah,
I
get it, but then it's like the way I see it is that, I mean, this game should never have come to penalties, guys. That's the thing. I mean, penalties is one of those things where penalties is the most cruelest thing. You go there, it doesn't matter how much talent you have, it doesn't matter your budget. It's literally. I remember when AC Milan played against Liverpool.
Sorry to interrupt. Looks like Allegri is confirmed to go to Real Madrid.
No. I mean, let's be honest, guys. HA says, "Oh, what are you gonna do with Oli?" Guys, I mean, HH. Is the reality is that Allegri is going to Real Madrid and Zidane is going to Juve. Conte is never going to step foot in Manchester United. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to be here probably next year, probably even the year after. And that's the reality I understand. I just accept that reality. So at this point, all I can say is I can just dust it off and go again. Because there's nothing else I can do, HH. I'm going to be honest. Today, I'm Ollie's biggest apologist. I'm not going to lie to you. I will defend Ollie no matter how much it is, no matter how bad it looks. But today, it dawned on me that the team resembles the manager. The team mirrors the manager. And today we were extremely poor. And Oli was extremely poor. And I was looking at Unai Emery freshen up the team, doing substitutions. And I can see our players slowly but surely losing it in their legs. They were dead tired. Marcus Rashford should have been subbed out a long time ago. The guy couldn't breathe. Paul Pogba literally had to step out and literally had to drink. He had to drink something just to catch his breath. And Ali substituted him. Like, it got to the point where like the players were like, we needed to use our bench. The problem with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is that he's an extremely good manager. But then if that's the only thing you have in your locker, you can't go against it. That's why he will never sub Rashford. That's why he will never sub De Gea.
Wait. So yes, I think you need to tone down the voice because I could hear some background echo. So yeah, tone down the volume a bit. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's better. So yes, this is what I asked Red Devil Studio is, do you sack him?
I mean, to be honest, the reality is the urgency is not good enough. I think the job is too big for him. But the problem is that I'm not the board. I am not the Glazers. That's the reality that every Manchester United fans need to understand. You need to understand the people we're dealing with. And for me, I cannot just bang my head against the wall 100 times and be like, I'm gonna sack this manager. I'm gonna sack this manager. I know he's not good enough. Because today it proved to me there is no way you lose to Villareal. No way you lose to Villareal today. Absolutely not. But they won't. So for me, it's like I have to hope that he gets better. Hope he learns from this. Hope that this is a kick in the backside, that he gets better.
No, but yes, this is what I was even saying to Red Devils. Okay, I will, because I still disagree with Red Devil somewhat, but what I will agree with Red Devil is extra time, freshening up.
Yes.
That doesn't guarantee you winning, but I just think that you see the experience in Emery making all those subs, and if you look at the extra time, Villareal were actually the better team.
Of course they were,
and they actually controlled the game because
they
were freshened up. So, but my thing for Yase is what happened to Bruno, what happened to Rashford, and you have to be disappointed in these players who were hyped up, flopping.
I mean I 100% agree with you, but then that's when I look at Oli and be like, Oli, you have to be brave enough to take Rashford sub him out of the game. Like every Man United fan today can see that Rashford was just not up for it. That
Rashford hasn't been up for it for like. I think there's still echo coming from you, Yasir.
Oh, is it?
Have you got the show?
No. Yeah. He don't say I'll mute you, baby. So whenever someone speaks, I'll just mute him.
Fine. Okay, yeah. So but this is the thing with Rashford. Rashford does not play because I actually watched Rashford interview afterwards. And he confirmed what I've known for a long time, which is that Rashford is basically is injured a lot, and he essentially saying that it's painful, we're annoyed, we're angry, etc. I don't condone the stupid United fans that giving him racist abuse to the tweet. Typical. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. It's just idiots. I don't understand sometimes. It's just
they're mad.
It's fake. It's just this. So if he has the performance, then it just same thing with Fred. But you're not anyway. I'm not going to go there. So
no. That's what.
But So this is again with management, with medical team and stuff. Is that he even said in the interviews there's maybe 5 or 6 players in this team that are basically playing injured. That's effectively what I was saying. Now it's not I'm saying it's an excuse, but I've known for a while that since even January that Marcus Rashford has, and we talked about it, had an ongoing I think ankle and back injury for a while, and yet Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, rather than rest and rotate him, keeps on picking him, keeps on playing him. So a lot of these, again, coming to in-game management or just general management, if you have players like Maguire, if you have players like Rashford, if you have all these players that have knocks, then you have to have the favour. So yeah, you might lose a game, but that experience of that player that's not injured coming in, like an Ahmad, for example, or Van der Beek or something that they're going to get by playing regular football, will catch you in good stead later down the line. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and why I'm harsh on him now is because his management, his management in terms of his positivity towards players has been excellent. In that sense, his man management, that's been good. But in terms of in-game management and in terms of managing players from an injury point of view, that has been garbage this season. So when I look at a Rashford I can't remember the last game that Rashford had that was good. And even from January, and I've said this several times. I know Yas will come in. I've said Pogba since January, Pogba has been a lot better than Bruno. Where we are because of Paul Pogba, because Bruno, to be honest, since January hasn't been that great. The only reason why I don't go in on Bruno, because I know we talk about hype and stuff. Yeah, we're hype because at the end of the day, the dude only cost us 40 million from Sporting Lisbon. He's not like he didn't cost us 80. He wasn't 80 million or 100 million pound signing. So you can't put all the like an Mbappe or Neymar expectation on a Bruno when they didn't when Neymar essentially Neymar cost 200 million for PSG. So you expect him to deliver a Champions League for that fee. Bruno Fernandes cost United 40 million and has improved our team massively regardless. I'm not saying that he wasn't crap today, but he's still good for the investment that Manchester United is doing. So I don't have no qualms with that because that's a great investment. He's still one of our top scorers for the season. So in summary, what I'm saying is that like.
So no, just wait. Let's run because I need to sort of head out. Just round up last thing. So first Red Devil, yes. So Red Devil, here's what it is. You lost penalties.
Yeah. No, HH. I wanted to say something real quickly. Because because I was thinking while you guys were talking today, I think Unai Emery played the opponent, and I think Oli played the occasion. That's I think that was the biggest difference between the two managers. Because I think if Oli looked at the game as Villareal instead of the Europa League final, then he's not afraid to take off Rashford and put on, say, a Donny van de Beek. He's not afraid to bring in a Matic because he's playing against Villareal. And he said, all right, I'm playing this game to beat Villarreal other than win a final. And I think what Unai Emery did was like, I'm here to beat Man United instead of I'm here to win a final. I think that was the biggest difference of the game today.
Oh, okay, so let me come to Red Devil. So what this season is this a season? Would you say this season is a failure or it's still a success? Like, how do you assess this season in the aftermath of losing to Villarreal?
I'll use Ollie's words. He said it's been Ollie himself said it's been a failure. If you looked at his post-match interview, it was like I think it was asked this same question. It was like, no, it's been a failure. That's literally Ole Gunnar Solskjaer because he was asked that question directly after. Like, no, it's been a failure. So if that's what the coach said, it's been a failure. Then I agree with him. It's been a failure. The only success that you can say is just the fact that like we finished second in the league. We've got Champions League, so you tick off that we got into the Champions League situation, and then you have to be relative in terms of if our season was a failure, then what the hell was Arsenal's season, for example? That must be, I don't know what that must be. But for the expectation of Manchester United, yeah, it's a failure.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I just feel like this season, like it's hard to say because, I mean, we did get second. We did do a lot better in the league. I mean, this is truth, but the way we lost to Man City in the Carabao Cup, the way we lost to Leicester City in the semi-final, was it the semi-final at the quarter-final? The way we lost to Villareal tonight, it's just, I just feel like we underachieved massively. We should have, in my opinion, at least had two titles, two trophies. We should have won the FA Cup and we should have won the Europa League. I think we let both of them slip away, and to lose the Europa League in the fashion that we did, I mean, what can you say? I mean, it was a failure. But I just hope this is the catalyst, that we need. But unfortunately, I don't believe so. Because I think we're gonna lose Pogba. By the way,
don't bring me that Mourinho stuff. Don't bring that Jose Mourinho.
Okay, look, man. Let me let me just round this off, man. So let me just say thank you to Red Devil Studio, and yes, I said, man. So we'll see you guys on Friday for our marathon hangout, man. We'll see. We'll continue this on Friday, man.
All right. We'll do.
All right. Peace. So, guys, look, man. That's it from last final thoughts. Villareal, congratulations. Emery, I think this is a huge win for Emery. Emery has taken on of abuse for Miracle at Camp Nou, for how he was ousted out of PSG, for Arsenal, and also, and the reason why I love this for Emery is good evening, which I don't see. I never ever said Joe because I never like to clown guys for their accents. I think that's just very wrong, clowning people for their accents. So I just think with all of the jokes and the insults people have leveled at Emery. Arsenal, they flopped. He beat Arsenal in the same with guys who are clowning him. And United, who came in with this whole barrage of hype, he ended up beating them. So I think this is a huge, massive dub. A huge, massive dub for Emery. Huge dub for Emery. And like he has staked his claim and he has etched his name in the annals of this competition. He is a legend in this competition. And for Villareal, it's a great story. Their first ever major title, and how much they suffered through the game, and what they had to go through facing such a tough team, and just the drama of it ending up being 11-10, and the drama of it going down to both keepers, and the keeper scoring his penalty and saving the penalty of the opposing keeper. You couldn't write a more perfect story. And also, even adding the whole Raul Albiol thing. So for Villareal, superb. And guys, I'm sorry, this yet again shows that La Liga is the best league in the world. Based on their performances in European competitions, La Liga is the best league in the world. For United, you let up the Premier League down. Huge. This was a huge fumble by United. Bruno bricked it. Rashford had a disaster class. A lot of the key players didn't show up. And even if I don't put as much blame on Solskjaer as maybe United fans would, because those are United fans, so they will view it differently. Solskjaer takes some blame, specifically with not freshening guys up. I believe even if he made fresh changes, United would not have scored the second goal unless Cavani would have found something. The only guy who was going to score for United would have been Cavani, no one else, because I just think the players just were not up for the occasions. I think the players flopped, but Solskjaer flopped as well because you were the leader of the men and you're the manager. So it is your job to try to get the very best out of this play, specifically when these guys are the superior team. So for United, it's an L. It's a huge, massive L. If I was a United fan, I would want Solskjaer sacked because Solskjaer is a decent manager who has steadied the ship, but he showed that he's inferior to Mourinho because at least Mourinho gave you all some trophies, man. So for Villareal, well done. Congrats to guys. Like the vid, subscribe. And this is only one half of a European competition. And the big one comes with this weekend. But Villareal, congratulations. Much and well deserved. Peace out.